play on stage for the first time next week, and she would like some advice from you to not to be nervous before going on stage and being in front of the crowd. So do you have some advice or some tricks you do before?
What does she play?
Guitar.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. You know, I mean, for a couple of years I took something called a beta blocker, which is
We're sure we want to talk about drugs for the kids. We're sure, like, you know what? I'll pick 3 fingers of scotch, and he just takes the edge right off.
No, it's not like a barbiturate. You just chill out.
Oh no, cool.
The doctor prescribed it. A lot of professional music. My point is, no, there's a point to this story.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing here.
The doctor prescribed it because I would shake. I was nervous, and so I would shake. It made me, it make it hard to play. A lot of you see me. I still kind of shake, but for me, I stopped taking them because I ultimately found I found calmness in the fact that people were there to listen to me, and they wanted it to be good. You know what I mean? It wasn't a test, and so I don't take the beta blockers anymore. And it's the first couple songs you're going to be nervous. It's just going to happen, and then just deep breath and go with it, and just know that everyone there wants you to do well. And there's nothing wrong with making a mistake.
The only thing I'll chime in on that is I think nerves are a good thing. I honestly think being nervous, even though I talked about like it being, being nervous before I did panels, I think at the time made me do better panels because it sort of provided my energy. Like it wasn't a paralyzing fear, that's different. Being nervous is normal. To get in front of people, to perform, to put yourself out there like that is nerve-wracking. If it were easy, everybody would do it. So it is nerve-wracking, and I think sometimes that's okay. That's the adrenaline that drives you to perform. I feel like that's not necessarily a bad thing,
Yeah, I mean, like before the Saturday night special, the concert we play, I'm always backstage like pacing, and a lot of times people.
I'm pacing when you're on stage. I'm back there. I'm back there. Yeah.
A lot of times people will be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh no, this is good. You want me like this." Like it's bad if I'm like.
Yeah,
you want to be a little nervous.
So I would just tell your sister that it's natural, and to it's like a kung fu. Use that power for good.
Just know it's not a test. She's gonna be great. Thanks.
You.
Hi, it's for both of you, but slightly different. Going Old Testament God and going Scandinavian tricks to Loki God. What would you prefer to have sacrificed for you in your honor?
Rob talks about this all the time.
Well, you got gummy bears, so.
Huh?
Rob got gummy bears, and you'll get gummy bears.
I got it.
But that I don't know if you could sacrifice a gummy bear.
Tell that to the 5 gummy bears I just put in my stomach. I would love to see. Let's see, sacrificed, Rich?
Yeah, Robert?
Well, this is the point where you kind of help me out.
I feel like you're on fire right now. How those beta blockers, can't they kick it in yet?
I would love to see, sacrificed,
Would you kill an actual animal? Is that? I'm just
no, we're just killing something. How about like instruments of destruction? You know what I mean? Like
sacrifice weaponry.
Yeah, sacrifice weaponry. That's what I do. Oh, she laughed. She laughed.
Same.
I was going for world.
Yep, same doesn't count.
That does.
I was going for world peace.
Hi guys.
Hey.
So in this week's episode, Shark mentioned that he couldn't bring back Gabrielle to defeat on Mara. But if he had, what trick do you think Gabrielle would have played on Mara?
So in this week's episode,
I'm trying to think of it. I feel like I don't think you would have played a trick on her. They're in the middle of the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but Gabriel has a serious side. I don't necessarily think it would have been. I mean, if you want an honest answer, I don't think it would have done any kind of trick. It's like I think they would have been all business because it's a serious situation. I think it would defeat the purpose of him getting involved if he's not going to take it seriously. So I think that he would not be.
He would have been like Lucifer in it, like is like the final things that he like stabs her, and that's how we try to really get her. That's like the final step. But I think he would have also been there with another like, and me too.
Yeah.
I've gotten all my sons like.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I think the tricking would have been saved for the after party.
Okay.
You.
Hi, Richard. So I have like 2 things to say to you.
Mm-hmm.
First,
She's Maltese. I just said this. No. It's the only thing I worked in Malta for 3 months doing Open Water 2, and the only thing I remember how to say in Maltese is la. No. Okay.
So you just answered my question because I was gonna ask which movie you.
Oh, Open Water 2.
Okay.
It's it has nothing to do with Open Water 1. It's one of those. It's a movie we did that was called Godspeed at the time, and then Lionsgate bought it for distribution. And so here in Europe, it may be called Adrift. It got called Adrift in Europe, and in the States, it got called Open Water 2 because the recurring character of the water was also in this. It brings back all your favorite characters from Open Water 1.
It's actually
the ocean.
It's open water. Both of them are open water.
So it's Open Water 2, and that's what we shot off the coast of Malta.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you, Richard.
You're welcome. Thank you. You. Oh, by we have to do there's a game thing? Oh, this is what we do? All right.
Do you want to pick a random? Or do you want to
answer a question while you're doing that. Your question.
Okay, thank you. So, everyone who has ever met you knows this. You're such an easygoing and generally nice person. But
You must be talking to Rob. Rob, this is for you.
both of you, don't be silly. But is there something that really makes you mad? Have you got any pet peeves? Something that no, don't do that. Rich hates that, or Rob hates that.
I think we're both got a litany of things that bug the crap out of us.
We're a walking pile of pet peeves.
I think Rob and I are both. This is not things that annoy us per se, but we can both get really heated and we won't go down this road. But when we talk politics, we're both very politically aware guys, and so we have one of the things that I really like about the group we run with is they're all very well read and educated and smart guys. So we have some pretty interesting debates that can be. We're for the most part on the same side of the aisle, but we have. Things. This is not us getting mad at each other. I'm saying, and so we can get like into really serious conversations about the political state of affairs in the United States and that kind of thing. And we have serious conversations about that. As far as things that annoy us, you got one?
No, just you and I know each other all the time.
Oh yeah, we're going to crap at each other. Stop it! Must be nice. Don't say that.
You know, it's like you and I will do our arguing in front of like the rest of the group, and I know there's always a point where they're like, oh, there's a point where, oh god, it got serious.
Yeah, they're like, you're really annoying guys.
And then like we'll be in the car, yeah, when you do this, when you do this, well, you're an asshole. And look at it.
We do. We kind of fight like brothers, which I think is good.
It is.
It kind of fuels our comedy and the show we're designing, and we work together a lot. Not only conventions, but writing, creating, and producing our own show, which is Kings of Con, which we're very excited about. Which, by the way, update, we're shooting in July and it'll launch in October. So on Comic-Con HQ. So find it and sign up. I'm trying to think of other things that anything that annoys us. Is there anything? I mean,
Don't talk to Rich about
blank. Oh, I don't mean like how we annoy each other, just in general. Like, what annoys you?
about you?
No. Leave me out of it.
Does it annoy you when you get questions like what kind of tree would you be?
Oh yeah, that one.
He doesn't like, what do you call that kind of
Hypotheticals.
Hypotheticals. He really doesn't like hypotheticals. I love them.
He loves them.
And
I tell you, you're not a fan of. I know it bugs the crap out of you. We're talking on the convention world now. People come up to me like, photo. Oh my God, you're so short. I was always like, thanks a lot, click.
It's okay. This isn't really a pet peeve, but the story that people didn't know here that's really great is I think it was here, or maybe it was London. I was doing a convention, or Birmingham. I was doing a convention, and the person said, "What color would you say your hair was?" And
that's a great story, man.
And I was like, sort of, dirty brown, and the chick like brown and gray. And the best part of the story is she stopped a second time, so she goes brown and gray.